Let's do it. Friends, welcome to our weekly connection. We decided to go ahead and record this week early because it's the week before Thanksgiving. Black Friday is coming up, and I know so many people are questioning, what the heck can I do? What's within my budget? What is possible? And Maggie is like the queen of manipulating the system and making everything work for her so that it's not out of pocket, which is like the coolest part of it. So without further ado, Maggie, take it away.
Hi. Okay. So I started doing Black Friday specials years and years and years ago. And they can be a little bit tricky, but if you set yourself up well and you do it in a way that you are comfortable with, and you understand the process of putting all of the sales together, using your host rewards, how to get it, the price down, it's a beautiful thing. Like, I've done thousands of dollars in sales on a Black Friday special that is from me, and nothing comes out of my pocket. So Scentsy, I guess, did a Black Friday special last year. I think they did. And they've done a Cyber Monday sale before, but they weren't awesome. Like, I'm just going to be honest. They just weren't fantastic. And people really want good deals on Black Friday. And I'm not really the kind of person to just kind of wait around for Scentsy to catch up to what I want. I'm just going to do it myself. So I've been doing it for years and years. I'm going to actually show you guys some of my emails that I've sent out. So I use Mad Mimi and I use the free version. So you can only have 25 pictures that you're using at a time. As you delete them and add more, it deletes them out of your emails. So these emails that I'm going to show you are boring because it's deleted the pictures out of them. But just know, I'm going to show you how I started and then how I've evolved and what I'm going to do this year. Okay. Also, just going to preface, I have not done my Black Friday specials for this year yet for a couple different reasons. One of them being that I hit a deer last night when I was taking my son to basketball practice, and my entire night spun off the rails, and today has not gone any better. So I do not have one that is completed to show you for this year right now. However, the one from last year is almost identical to what I'm going to do, and I'm going to walk you through what my process is going to be so we can make one together. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me make sure that, why do I have to open my system for this? Hold on. Hang on, it's telling me I have to, allow Zoom to share my screen, even though I just said to do it. It's fine, right?
It's fine, because I was just looking for a piece of paper frantically because I'm like, I gotta take notes. I can't find a blank one except for, like a meal plan sample. So we're rolling with it today.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen as of right now? There's a lot going on.
Yes.
See this, all the things. Okay. I'm going to exit out of this. Okay. So this guy right here is what I have done in the past. This is where I started. Okay. And I based this off of one that I saw Jennifer Anderson do. So I did it based on timestamp. Now, this is a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's a lot of work. So you have to be prepared for the effort that it's going to take to write down all of the orders, to have the timestamps, all of that. But like I said, very much worth it. I've had really, 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 really good luck doing this. I think I did this same special 5 or 6 years in a row. And my customers, because I did it so many years in a row, they've come to expect that I have a Black Friday sale. Okay. And they will ask me for it. I've already had people ask me for it this year. Okay. So this is how I originally did it. Now, these are all personal specials. Now, yes, you're using it to, like, you're using your host rewards to get that price down and to keep money coming out of your pocket. Because when I started this, I didn't have personal money to spend on stuff like this. And I just don't believe in that. I don't believe that a personal special should cost you anything. You need to be using Scentsy's host rewards and the deals that they already put in place for us in order to make this happen. Okay. So I'm just going to preface this, that way right now. I probably had 10 or 15 orders my first year that I did it. Now I can have anywhere from like 30 to 40 some years. It just kind of depends on what I've got going on. Okay. So it's a personal special. I send this out through email. I'll do project broadcast this year because I wasn't doing that back then, but I will do it this year. Literally, it's based on their timestamp, what percentage off their entire order they're going to get. Okay. Now, understand that when I was doing this, I would say 60 to 70%. Oh, no, thank you. 60 to 70% of my orders were local. Okay. So I did not have very many free shipping instances where I was doing that, a small handful. If most of your orders are like not local, I would not offer free shipping. Okay. Because just know that $1 a pop that's going to come out of your pocket. And that's not something that we can make up in Host Rewards. It's just not. So if you're going to offer free shipping, I would only offer free shipping and maybe not do a percentage off, or maybe do free shipping and a free bar. And then you can mail out a bar you have in your stock. Okay. So from midnight to 7 a.m., based on when their text or email came into me, I totaled, and they just sent me a list. Like they went to my website, they sent me a list of things, and it says excludes Disney and other products because we can't use our Host Rewards to make that up. And it cannot be combined with any other discounts or offers. So if they send me 2 warmers and 6 bars, they're not getting 20% off of the bundle price that Scentsy already gives. Does that make sense? So the bundle price is already what, 10% off? So I'm just giving them an extra 10% off. So they send me a list. I take 20% off of that. And then I add in tax. And if they're shipping, whatever. Okay. So I literally have like a piece of computer paper or a notebook. And as orders come in, or when I wake up in the morning, because I've told them like, I'm not going to be up at midnight. I'm not a Black Friday shopper. When I wake up and have my coffee and then I look at my phone, I will go off your timestamp. Then I will text you and let you know what your total is. So I make like just a notebook or computer paper or note on your phone, whatever. And I write it all out. Then I put their total down, and it's based on the timestamp. I will say that, a good chunk of the orders do come in between 12 and 1 a.m., but they come in all day because then I'm putting stuff on my Facebook. Have you seen my Black Friday specials? Whatever, people are asking, then they'll ask me about it. 15% off and free shipping, or 10% off and free shipping, or shipping all day is still a good deal. People will still shop. So when the day is over, then I will go through and I will see which orders am I shipping. And those are orders that, unless it's in a Scentsy bundle or I'm using my perpetual party reward, I can't really do a lot with those. Those just are what they are based on price. Then when I see what my local orders are, then I can take advantage of all of my Host Rewards, my half price items, my free product. That is where you get that 20% off, 15% off, whatever. But listen, you don't have to, you do not have to break it up by guests. If you've got 3 different people that have ordered something and those 3 orders make up one package, put it in as a package. Don't split it up by guests. You have the orders on your notebook paper. Scentsy doesn't need to know who has ordered what in those instances when you're handing it out, or even when you're shipping it out. You know what I mean? So you can kind of choose how you want to do that, but look at all of your products. Sometimes I'll have 2 pieces of paper. Okay, these are all my orders. My local orders, I'll have a separate piece of paper and I'll write down all of my bars. I'll write down all of my warmers, and then I can package it up from there. And then I can plug it in for my Host Rewards, all of that. Okay, so like I said, this is a lot of work. It is. But it can be a lot of PRV, and it can be super successful if you do it well. And if you are consistent with it year after year after year. Okay. So this is one way that you can do things. Also notice that excuse me, I put more information here about bricks. Holiday Hearth was our collectible warmer that year. And then down here, I need to find a picture. There's a picture that floats around and I think I use it every year. It's like, you can break up all these bundles and you basically put it in as a party. It's 200 PRV and you put in a bunch of bundles and you're using the half price items and the host rewards and all of that. And it's 6 mini warmers, 6 fragrance flowers, 6 room sprays, and 18 bars. Now they're not going to get the 20 or 15 or 10% off of this. This just is what it is. But you might have people, and I've had people say, okay, I just want the bundle. I forget the 20% off of this other stuff. Like, give me that. That's 12 gifts. Perfect. That covers all my teachers, all of these people, whatever. And I will also share the link to these when I'm done. I will put it in the chat, but I'll also send them to Ariel and I will put them on Ohana whenever we post this recording. That way you guys can go back and look at these. And I actually think that Mad Mimi has a way that you can copy this and you can add in your own pictures. And I will go back and find that picture of the big old bundle too. I feel like Shelby, my gosh, I'm blanking on what I said. Shelby, you know what I'm talking about. I think Shelby posted that picture years and years and years ago. But I'll go back and find it. Okay. So there's one option there. Okay. My second one that I have done, let's see. Okay. Here I have beginning at midnight, 20% off, free shipping for orders over $100. Excludes Disney and other licensed products. You can combine with any other offers. Okay, so this form that I have it linked to is this. Okay. Now, this just has a repeat of 20% off your order, free shipping for orders over $100, whatever. This just basically has them put their order in. List all the products. Then I have a plug in here about my buddy drive because I still had it going on. Asked if they wanted to add an additional $25 donation. I was able to get some more, buddy orders that way. And then the end. Okay. So this is just another way of them filling out a form instead of texting me. Then you can go through and click response. I use Google Forms. Ariel does job form. I like Google Forms. You can see individual responses here by clicking this button. It's super easy. And I will walk you through in a minute how to make a Google form. Okay. So last year, I did it a little bit different. Actually, I don't think I did. I think I still did a Black Friday thing, but I created this form for my holiday bundles. And this is how I'm going to do it again this year. Okay. Because you see all this stuff. I'm sure a lot of you have stocks that look like that. You have body products, you have clean products, you have bars, you have pods, you've got all kinds of stuff. And PRV is great. I don't always need the PRV. Sometimes I need to move the stuff that I have, right? Because we still need cash for Christmas. So I sent this out in December. Okay. Again, all of their preferences. I need a 6-pack of Christmas bars. Like, I just need bars. Perfect. Great. Then I went through and I took a picture of all of these bundles that I made up because this was after my open house was over. I had done an open house. This is what I had left over. I said, first come, first serve. They're discounted. I'm going to go by timestamp. Bars and pods can be switched out upon request and availability. Again, this is a one-to-one communication. This is not something that I'm posting on any social media. This is going directly to a customer. Okay. And this is all stuff on hand that I really wanted to be able to just put on my porch and have people come pick up. Some stuff I did mail though. And this is not everything that I had. I ended up deleting some things as orders were coming in. So anyway, marbled. Okay. Mini warmer plus a bar. At the time, our mini warmers were $20, or I paid $20 for these, whatever. I basically gave them a free bar. No big deal, because with host rewards, if you're placing these orders, Now understand, you don't have to have these products on hand to do it like this. You can take a picture from the website, from the workstation, wherever, and you can just put a picture and say you get a free bar with your warmer. Now, here are some images. Oh, no, thank you. I don't need any images. Okay, that's what I did here. Okay, basically free bar with my warmers, with my mini warmers. Mini fan diffuser, and how much is a mini fan diffuser? It's $15. How much is a pod pack? It's 10. I did it for 20. I'm giving them half off a pod pack. And then this gift wrap, I will tell you, only about 25% of people that either order or came to my open house actually wanted the gift wrap. So it's going to be optional going forward for me, because I'm not wasting my time or my money on this stuff if they don't want it. You know what I mean? So when I do my form this year, I will put in one of the questions, would you like me to include gift wrap supplies in your order? I'm not going to wrap it up like this, but I will flatten out that little, what is it called? I don't know, takeout thing. And I'll put some crinkle paper in there in a baggie. You can do it yourself once you get it, but I'm going to have to ship everything out this year. I literally don't have a whole lot of local customers now. So I'm doing something new this year. Okay. But here, $5 off. It's a great deal. And I'm going to use my host rewards to get like a 6-pack of pods at half price or whatever. Or I'm going to take something from what I have here. Licensed wall fan bundles. I had these in stock. I gave them a free pod pack is what I did because I had pods, right? So this kind of thing, I'm taking what I have and I'm bundling it up, making it a good price and trying to move it. If it's something that you're ordering, you're going to do it differently. Body bundle, soak, sugar scrub, soap. I don't remember how much money it is off. It's a few dollars off, but they're cute. People like them, whatever. And the scents don't have to match. I thought they did for a long time. People don't care. Okay. This is just kind of some things that I did. Sugar scrub and hand soap, $15, because people like that $10, $20 gift price range. So I tried to see how many different things I could make up. Okay. Room spray in a bar, $10. Give them a couple bucks off, you know, super cute. Make it match, make it not match. Who cares? Take something that you already have in stock. You can create something new. Fragrance flowers, put a bow on it. Make it $15 because when you buy it in threes, they're $15 each, right? Like it just make it look cute. People, you can do the little deconstruct it thing, or you can just put a bow on it. Honestly, however you want to do it. I happened to have Harry Potter wax collections that I wanted to move. I also had a warmer that I wanted to move, so I did that. Then I came through and these are the warmers that I had in stock. Just wanted to move them. You get 3 free bars with it because I already had the bars in stock. Okay. You can do whatever you want with your stock, however you want to do it. And this is where it ended because this is what I had. So for these bundles, I used the things that I had in my house right in front of me. I created them. I put them in a Google form. I let people choose them. And then they either were shipped to them or they picked them up. This year, I'm going to do a blend of this with stuff that I already have, but also I'm well aware that there are many specifically new consultants, or maybe consultants that don't have a stock at all, that do not have the option to do that. So how do we create this with these great prices? By ordering, right? Well, like I just said, you can do 6-pack of pods at half price. You can use your host rewards to get free bars to give away with your warmer. Choose some warmers. Now, where is it at? I just had it. Hold on. Yeah, I deleted it. I'm just going to go to my website right now. Hold on, one specials. Clearance, Festive Friday, whatever. What do we have here? We have a $10 Spider-Man wall fan diffuser. Do that and a pod pack for 15 or 20 bucks. Use what we have here. Here, look, $18. One of these guys and one of these guys, 18 bucks. Beautiful. Look at all this stuff that we have. A room spray for $6.40. A hand soap for $7.20. There's a little hand soap. Here's a sugar scrub. So what is that? $13.20. You can do this and this for $15. Now let's look at the retail price. Retail, it is $21 for these two. If you give it to them for $15, which covers tax, that is a great deal. That's a great little gift. Look at this guy, $8.75. So come in here, $25 for this warmer. And if you give them a free bar with it, they can pay to have it shipped to them or pick it up off your porch. The 25 PRV is going to go toward your host space. Then use your host credits for the free bar if you do not have a stock. Okay. Come through here and look at all of these options that they have. Here's another sugar scrub for $6. Scentsy soak. Perfect. A soak, a scrub, and a hand soap for, I don't know, what is that, 25, something like that? You'd have to add it up. But this is full of stuff that we can use for these sales without having to discount anything, without having anything coming out of our pocket. Gnome warmer. There's 3 Christmas warmers in this sale. The gnome and the 2 trees. Free bar with each of them. People don't necessarily know that all of this stuff is here. When they see it in a bundle, it's going to hit a little bit differently than if they were to just see it in the clearance. If you bundle a soak, a sugar scrub, and a hand soap together, take the PNG images and just create a little bundle and put like a price on there, people will absolutely buy it. And if they don't, then you don't have anything in stock that you need to worry about. Do not order this stuff first. Have them tell you that they want it and then order it. This is a way that you can do sales without having anything come out of your pocket. Cute little warmer, $20. That's a great neutral warmer. I'm actually shocked that it's still there. I'm shocked that this is still there also, but take advantage of that. So that's what I'm doing this year because I don't have the opportunity to have an open house like I always have. Next year, my hope is that I will have a local customer base and I can start doing those things here. I just don't have it this year. I have not had the bandwidth to focus on gaining local customers. I just haven't. But I still want to be able to serve the people that were coming to my open houses when I was in Texas that have already been telling me that they miss that. Well, I can just send it straight to their door. They love to be able to come and just grab little things that they needed. And I can still offer that to them. It's just going to be shipped to them instead. So you can do it however you want to. Take advantage of this. You can use a Google form. I love this warmer. I don't understand why it keeps going clearance. The Carolina Coast warmer, I think it's called. Can't see. Yes, I think it's beautiful. $30. Are you kidding? Really, really, really pretty. So, okay. And I told you I was going to look at Google Forms.
And while you're getting there, I just also want to remind you guys that don't be afraid to charge shipping. If it is being to them, like just let them know, okay, we'll let you know shipping once your final order is in, because you need to make sure you have the box, you weigh it, and you know what shipping is going to be. And because shipping is its own special, like Maggie touched on earlier, shipping is a lot of money. So if they go to your website and order, it's going to be $10. So the expectation should be at least $10, right? Depending on the weight, how you ship it. So don't be afraid to charge tax and shipping because you're also getting charged tax. That's not something that you can recoup.
No. The only way that you can really do like a flat price is if you have it in stock and you used Host Rewards to get it in the first place. Then you can do more of a flat rate because you didn't pay for it in the first place, really, or you paid half price for it. You really just paid tax. And then it's a lot easier to just say, this is just a flat fee. And again, that's a personal special. But if you're taking orders for things, definitely charge tax at a minimum, but certainly shipping if you're having to ship something out to somebody. Okay, so if you go to I don't know, just go to Google Drive. This is where I do all my stuff. You're going to click new, and you click Google Forms. Then you can literally create whatever you want in here, whatever you want. You add a new question, and here you can do multiple choice. You can do check boxes. You can add pictures. You can make it a short answer if you want them to say all the products that they want. It is so easy. Once you're done, excuse me, you'll click send the link. And this is the link that you'll share with people for them to then get into the form and fill in all their information. You always want to have name, phone number, email, shipping address, their payment preference, whether that's PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, however you prefer. And then ask them if they want to do local pickup from your porch, not local delivery, especially not during the holiday time. Local delivery and local pickup are not the same. Okay. During the holiday times, specifically, especially, it is local pickup. You may come to my porch and pick it up if you're comfortable with that. If not, they can just ship. I know people that never, ever once in their whole business life do local pickup. They only do shipping, and that's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with. But this is how you're going to send it out. You can shorten it. You can have it be long, however you want to do it. Once you get back into the form later, that's when you can go and responses and see everybody's what they want. Click individual, and that will show you all of their individual answers on all the things that they've checked, all the things that they want. It's very easy, but once you've done it once, or until you've done it once, it can seem a little bit daunting. But Google Forms is what I use. It's very easy. You can also, it can go into a spreadsheet if you want it to, but for these kinds of orders, a spreadsheet's not really super conducive. Does anybody have questions at all?
I can totally show Jotform as well if that's the avenue that you want to take. So you can see and compare both Google Form, Jotform to see whatever suits your preferences, because it really is just personal preference.
I don't know how to. Oh, here, stop share. Okay.
Okay, let me share that real quick then. Okay, so here's my Jotform. Let me skirt it so I can see it. Okay, so when you're creating a form, one thing I really love about Jotform is that you can clone a form that somebody else has already done. So that's where you import a form and then you just copy their URL and it literally spits out their exact form, and then you can edit to your needs. Or you can just start from scratch. You can do a classic one where it's all on one view, or the card is where you fill out one section, it shoots you to the next. For a stock or a sale like that, classic form is going to be best. And then you can just add the elements you want, full name, all these things. What I love about this specifically is that you can do a product list. So say, oopsies. Say you want to edit the settings for your product. This specific product, say you have stock on hand, you can enable the stock control. And you can say, okay, I only have one of these available. So as soon as somebody claims it, it no longer becomes available for anybody else. Oopsies. Sure, let's save it. When you're also creating a product, you can have options. Like if you have multiple, you have a quantity selector. So you can say, okay, I've got 5 of these available. And then somebody can say, all right, I want 2 of your 5. And it's that same thing. You can add the product name, the price, the description, and you can add as many images as you want here. And I think the same thing in Jotform, when you need something like, I'm going to need to know who sent this, you have to make it required. Because sometimes people fill things out and they like bypass things that doesn't tell them to automatically that you have to fill it out. People can be ding dongs, right? So I love that. Then you have the option of submit. You can change the wording on there. You can add photos anywhere you want. You can change the view. Something else I like here. This might be, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, good talk. So you have a drop-down box like payment types. So say you have Venmo and Square invoice. Okay, cool. So this option is that, and we're going to get a little deep here. So now I have another one underneath it that I am going to be conditional. If you're not following, maybe I can say it differently. anyway, so watch, we'll go through it. If you don't understand, let me know. So if you have somebody answer payment and it's equal to Venmo, then I can show this one that I didn't name, which would be your Venmo handle. So that question that box will only pop up if they say, okay, I'm paying Venmo. It'll then populate, okay, what's your handle? Does that make sense? So it makes the form more truncated to everybody initially, but then it'll populate other answers or responses. Like if I need their Venmo handle, it'll only show if they choose Venmo as the payment option. Did that make sense? So like, let me show you here. Let's go to publish. And when you publish here, you can do the same thing. You can edit. So you can say, okay, this is Wicked's holiday form. Okay, apply. And so when you're sharing your link, it'll say all those things. So what I'm gonna do is open this. See over here, payment, you can't see anything underneath it, but because when I select Venmo, it just populates that. So does that make sense what I did? It's conditional. Anyway, that was like a super surface, but then kind of deep jot form analysis.
We have questions about Black Friday specials or like how to run it. We've got just a few more minutes before we've got to take a break and then have our next call. But I want to make sure that you guys that are on, you get your questions answered if you have them about these kinds of specials. Anybody? I did post the 2 forms and the 2 emails in the chat, the links to those. Nobody? That's okay. Hopefully we were decently thorough.
Yeah.
In that, and did everything that I said about host rewards make sense? About putting it in as host rewards. If this is your first time running a Black Friday special, maybe even if it's not sorry, I'm like, I don't even know why he decided to come in the room right next to me.
Maggie, I clicked on your Google form link and it's not opening. It says you're no longer accepting responses.
Oh, yeah, I am no longer accepting responses. Let me turn it back on for you guys. I turned it off because I didn't want anybody else to.
Through. Yeah. You could also, when you open it, just put form closed at the top.
Oh, yeah, I could do that too.
Just in case anybody happens to stumble upon your last one,
Okay. What was I saying?
Dorothy asked if
okay.
the form provides timestamps. Yes, they do. And they also have the spreadsheet option. But like Maggie said, it's not awesome to see the spreadsheet when it's that specific, like a tailored.
Yeah. Okay. What I was saying is if you do not already have a catch-all party on your website, do that now. Like if you have one, even if you have one open and it's already collecting rewards, awesome, keep it open. And then you can add your Black Friday specials to that, because here's the thing. You might get a ton of orders. You might get 3. If you have offered the special to 3 people, you have to honor it. So if you only have 3 orders, which 3 orders is still 3 orders, that's still fantastic. Especially if it's your first year, I would not expect a huge turnout just because that's the way that this works. You know what I mean? Like you have to be consistent. Your very first open house that you have, you might only have a few people come to it, but the more you have, the more people will come. You have to be super consistent with it. Okay. So you might only have a few people take advantage of the Black Friday special, and that is okay. But if you offer it and you have anybody bite, you have to honor it. So if you have a party that's open and already collecting rewards, do not close it out before you do your Black Friday special. If you're hosting it now, not if it's like somebody else that's hosting it. If it is like a catch-all monthly order thing, don't just close it out before you do your Black Friday specials, because you might need to just put those 3 orders in rewards. You know what I mean? So you might need to take advantage of those rewards. So just, especially if this is your first time doing it, I always have an order on my website that's like a catch-all for online orders. But like I said, if you offer it, you have to honor it. So just make sure that you still have the opportunity to do that regardless of how many orders you get. And who knows, it could like blow you out of the water. You just don't know until it happens. Okay. But even if you wake up on, Black Friday or whenever you decide you're going to do it, I'm actually going to do mine early this year, I think, and not do them on Black Friday. I haven't really decided, but even if you wake up and you only have 2 or 3 orders or 0 orders, you still have the whole rest of the day to still offer that. None of your customers know how many people texted you or didn't text you from that midnight to 7 a.m. time frame. You know what I mean? Nobody else knows that. So if you wake up and you only have a couple orders or no orders, who cares? You still have the whole rest of the day, and that's less of a percentage that you have to offer off of their order. You know what I mean? And it's still a good deal regardless of what you do. So we don't need Scentsy to offer Black Friday specials because we can do it ourselves in a way that our customers want. My customers love the way that I did it. And so that's why I've always done them that way. Yours might want something different. Only you know that. So, and you don't have to do them either. If you've listened to this and you're totally overwhelmed and you're like, screw that, I want no part of this, don't do it.
Yes.
Don't do it. Because there are some things where I'm like, nope, absolutely not. And if you feel that way after listening to this, do not do it. Don't do it. You don't have to. If Scentsy offers something, great. If not, we have bundle and saves that are a good deal. That's all I got.
No, I think it's a great reminder too, because I know I've gotten caught up in I need to offer my customer an awesome deal and I didn't utilize the host rewards as I should, or I got caught up with, oh, I only had this many. Nobody else knows. That's such a good reminder. Like, they're not looking into your business as much as you are at all, actually. Deb did ask in the comments though, so you do this all from email. I do a combination of email and project broadcast. I have my weekly update on boards, my weekly link that I send, that I've shared before, and I'm happy to share it again. But it's just essentially like a little blog version of a weekly update, and it's the same link every week, but I'll put it in there and send that via text, and then I'll send my email as well. And talking this through, I have an event on December 6th and an open house that following weekend. So, and I just don't like doing Black Friday things. I feel like it takes away from my family time personally. And because we're always out of town for Black Friday. And so it feels like it's encroaching on my time with my family. I don't see that often. And so I think this year what I'm going to do is like a Cyber Monday week, because I need to I want to front load my December. And so my mind is already thinking, okay, I need my December to be X amount. How can I guarantee that? And so it might be like a 12 days of Christmas kind of thing, where I like on the first day of December, I offer something special, or I don't know how, I just am thinking out loud here. But my plan is to front load my December with a special. And so I'll start warning my customers this week, hey, I don't have Black Friday specials, but keep an eye out for 12 days of Christmas or something. Dorothea said she feels so incompetent. She doesn't even know how to use boards. Boards is very simple. It takes a little bit of time. Like, so if you just have a little bit of time to sit and with it, or we can do like another Zoom just to play around with boards, just to dedicate that time. It is very simple, but it can be overwhelming. I had it downloaded for a year, and all I was doing was text replacement with it, and they had all these other features, and I said, absolutely not. This is too much for my brain. So just know that you're not alone. And I am happy to help. Deb, you have a question?
I do. So I'm doing a cash and carry on the 25th, just because I've got so much stock. So would you suggest, because I'm doing that maybe at Christmas I do something kind of similar to a Black Friday sale with the stuff that's left over, if I have stuff left over?
I think it's a great idea, especially if you've already got it bundled, you're already doing the open house, and you're getting things ready for it. Whatever doesn't move then, move it now. So I don't know if I can turn my computer around. We're going to try. Oh, I'm blurred in the background. That's not going to help you anything. I do one event a year in person, and it's coming up on December 6th. I'm already starting to get things ready. My plan, though, is to start offering Thanksgiving host gifts this weekend, so that, okay, are you going to somebody you need a host gift just as a thank you? I'm going to promote it, but like, oh, look at what people have done in the past, since you can't say what you have on hand. Let me know if you need a gift. So doing things like that, if you've already got stuff ready too, and you don't want to wait till the 25th, you want to already start promoting, do you need a host gift? Look at what I've done in the past.
Yeah. Well, and that whole holiday bundles form that I have is all leftover stuff from an open house. And again, I literally spend all year, or I did up to this point, for years, I would spend all year, or at least all fall, using my host rewards to rack up stock for those open houses. And so all of that was just cash. But I would get to a point where even though I didn't put money out of my pocket to get those items, looking at them, it was like looking at money that wasn't in my pocket. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't pay the money for it because I used host rewards. So maybe I paid half price for some of the scent circles or some of the bars or whatever. But when you look around, you're like, there's so much money here that I could have in my pocket. And that it's really annoying that it's not. So that's where that bundle form came in, is because I looked around my office, even though I'd had a great open house, I still had all this stuff. And it was like getting under my skin that I hadn't sold it yet. So that's why I did that bundle form. And I ended up selling most of it, if not all of it. That's what, even if you don't pay for it in the first place, even if it's stuff that you got with host rewards, it's still money that could be in your pocket for Christmas. So that's where that one came from. But I definitely, if you're having like an open house in November, is it November that you were saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
November 25th.
Yeah. But then like there are people that don't even think about like teacher gifts until December, until like the week before it's time. And I'm one of those people, like, I just don't have the capacity a lot of times to be like, oh, who do I need a gift for like this far in advance? Some people will knock out their entire Christmas list, like by end of day on Black Friday. Some people do that. That's not me. It's never been me. And so I don't like to have, if I have extra bundles, that's who I'm gearing it toward is, okay, who still needs teacher gifts? Don't forget Wednesday's the last day of school of the year. Who's forgotten to get something for their teacher? I got you. So have your open house, see what you can there, what you don't sell, just adjust your sales a little bit and then offer it in a different way to the people that didn't come, or maybe came and forgot that they needed something for these 3 people or whatever. Does that make sense? That's what
So
I
would
do.
you give, because all this stuff, pretty much most of it's from my host rewards. So when you're doing like a warmer, would you give the free wax at the open house?
Yep. I always have open house specials. Always. If you buy, usually it's a mini warmer, they get a free bar. If it's a large warmer, they would get 3 bars or whatever, however you want to do it. They're all open house special. Always.
Yeah. And it's an incentive to get there in person. And you could always do like a door prize, like a raffle, like, hey, you're coming just to hang out. You get a ticket to enter to win whatever. So
Yep.
it's something
Cool.
you maybe paid $0 for, but you're like, I want this gone, please.
Yep.
'Cause we
You
all
can
have those.
have people get a goodie bag,
Okay.
that kind of
Okay.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
It doesn't have to be
Thank
anything big. You can get like a pair of Christmas socks from the dollar store
Ah.
and put like a bar or a room spray. Or one year I did like a pack of hot chocolate and one of those little peppermint spoons and a thing. Didn't even have anything to do with Scentsy, but the first however many people that came got something.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know we're totally off topic about what you were
No.
talking about.
No, it's not.
It all ties in. It all ties in. And whoever is watching the replay, they might get something from your question asked. So I'm so glad that you asked that.
It all matters. It's all relevant.
Yes. Yeah, so maybe we'll do a special board Zoom soon. We got to figure that out.
Yep.
But with that said, when we post the replay, make sure you tag your teammates who weren't able to make the live. I know there were a lot of people who are just unable to make it during the day, and that's totally fine. But make sure that they see this so that they can have a very successful holiday season for the next, 4 to 6 weeks, depending on however long they want to run their business into December, if they take a break or not. But I hope this was beneficial. And if you have any clarifying questions, don't hesitate to ask them. We are here to help provide resources and answers and support you. Cool. All right, guys, well, have an awesome day.